Hello, welcome to Moonlit Justice Oracle. I'm here to do a Divine Feminine reading. Divine Feminine. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you do in support of this channel. I really appreciate you. I hope everyone's well. There might be some loudness from outside during this video. There's a parade about to happen, and I'm going to try to make it. And by make it to the parade, I mean be a half a block away and 5 stores up. Watching from above. That's how I roll. Alright. Let's see. May I have one card representing Divine Feminine's current energy? Divine Feminine's current energy, please. Ooh, passion and pleasure. Get it, Divine Feminine. You enjoying life? Feeling good? Celebration of life. Savor your life. Passion and pleasure. May I have one card for why Divine Feminine is currently in this energy? One card for why Divine Feminine is currently in this energy? High Priestess and grounding. Damn. So, you're currently in this energy because you've been working on grounding yourself, going within to reflect and meditate, to find information, and to be at peace. So by doing that, you've found passion and pleasure in life, happiness, excitement. Alright, what would be beneficial for Divine Feminine to avoid while in this energy? Avoid. Vast vistas, expand your horizons. I'm not sure if this is suggesting it would be best to avoid kind of staying in your comfort zone in some way, or if it would be beneficial to not wander too far off in some way, or not to push yourself to, like if you've been in this grounded High Priestess energy, right? And that's working out well for you. It's bringing happiness and pleasure to your life. We'll have to look into that more, because I could see it going either way. Because sometimes it's good to just not necessarily stick to familiar, but not overwhelm yourself with new experiences in some way. So we'll see how that goes. What would be a beneficial energy for the Divine Feminine to lean into? What would be the beneficial energy for Divine Feminine to lean into while in this energy? Wandering path. Enjoy the journey. So it would be beneficial for you to focus on enjoying the journey, being in the moment. Very similar to this grounded energy. Similar concept, just being in the present. Yeah, maybe this is, I don't know. Because when someone's looking at the horizon, right? It's like, sure, it could be about possibilities. It can be about, I don't know, potential, etc. What am I getting? Because if enjoy the journey is a beneficial energy for you to lean into, it could be less about being focused on the destination, the future, more like just being in this present moment. Which is, it's very grounded energy. I can see that. So you're being encouraged to enjoy the journey on this path. What's Divine Feminine's current obstacle challenge? Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So you're currently overcoming obstacles, or you're trying to overcome obstacles. Do you know you can overcome anything? Maybe the obstacle challenge is feeling like you can overcome anything. Believing in yourself in some way. May I have a card for what's going well for Divine Feminine? Fellow travelers, support is all around you. So you've got support all around you in the physical realm and or the spiritual realm. Definitely the spiritual realm, but also possibly you've got people in your physical environment that are supporting you or helping you. They've got your back. And that is going well for you. Peacock. Okay. May I have a card of advice for Divine Feminine, please? Whoa. Oh my goodness. Your advice guidance is valiant courage. Take action with passion. So whatever it is that you're passionate about or excited about, because you are in this passion and pleasure energy right now. So it's like, what's exciting you, or what are you feeling passionate about? You're being encouraged to take actions towards that in some way. Maybe you have obstacles regarding this and this is what you're overcoming or trying to overcome. Take action with passion, valiant courage. This could require courage, having courage. Okay, let us see. Why is passion and pleasure here for Divine Feminine's current energy? Passion and pleasure for Divine Feminine's current energy. Passion and pleasure. Passion and pleasure. Helping hand. Reach out to give or receive help now. Touch, blessing, grace. Reach out to give or receive help now. Touch, blessing, grace. Passion and pleasure. I'm not sure. Are you in the celebration energy because someone's helping you, or you're helping someone else, or you're helping each other in some way? Touch, blessing. Are you feeling blessed? And that's where this passion and pleasure energy is coming from? Grace. Helping hand, huh? Why is helping hand here with passion and pleasure for Divine Feminine? Helping hand with passion and pleasure. Desert. You take on challenges and overcome obstacles. Yeah, you're able to enjoy your life, or you're finding passion and pleasure in life because I'm not sure which way this is going to go, but because you're helping someone, or you're helping others, or others are helping you, it's helping you take on challenges and overcome obstacles. And this is allowing you to feel like, I'm feeling some kind of restrictions here, some kind of specific kinds of challenges. Like, I don't know what they could be. It's going to be different for everyone, of course. But in some way, others are helping you, you're helping others, could be both. Interesting. Helping hand. Reach out to give or receive help now. Desert. You take on challenges and overcome obstacles. Huh. Well, that's great. Either way, however this goes, that's great. Why is grounding here for why Divine Feminine is currently in this energy? Grounding. Why is grounding here for why Divine Feminine is currently in this passion and pleasure energy? Star Walker. You walk in wisdom on the path of your ancestors. Tradition, past, future. Grounding. Star Walker. You walk in wisdom on the path of your ancestors. Why is High Priestess here for why Divine Feminine is in this energy? Manifest. You attract your goals with intention and work. Power, sight, gather. So you have some form of intuitive knowledge here. You're following your intuition. What's getting me is reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. And then with the grounding card, this person is chilling by a tree, reading a book. They're grounding themselves. They're being in the present, enjoying the present. Whoa, what am I doing there? You attract your goals with intention and work. Perhaps you've been manifesting. You've been attracting your goals with intention and work. This could be regarding valuable information you've gained by going within, following your intuition in some way. Grounding. You walk in wisdom on the path of your ancestors. Tradition, past, future. Star Walker. So there's something about your path. You walk in wisdom on the path of your ancestors. So you've learned from your past, the past of your ancestors in some way. Past, future. Before, didn't I say something about with Wandering Path, enjoy the journey, and then with Vast Vistas, it's like not focusing necessarily on the future or the outcomes of something, more being in the present moment. I think that's what we're talking about here. Grounding yourself, being in the now, celebrating the now. That's what's going on here. Meanwhile, you're attracting your goals with intention and work. By going within, by grounding yourself, you attract your goals with intention and work. Power side gather. Yeah, you're in the process of manifesting your goals. You know what you want. You're focusing on the present, not getting caught up in outcomes, expectations, just focusing on the here and now, and it's helping you find passion and pleasure in life. Also, others are helping, or you are helping others, both. And you're taking on challenges and overcoming obstacles. Your obstacle challenge is overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. So I'm not sure if this obstacles spot here is just saying, yes, your obstacles are that you've got obstacles. General obstacleage. That's what it is, general obstacleage. But you've got this. I feel like it's a good idea to stay in this grounded high priestess energy, following your intuition, going within for answers, insights. Why is Vast Vistas here? Expand your horizons for what would be beneficial for Divine Feminine to avoid or let go of. Vast vistas for what would be holy ground. A sacred journey will help you find answers. Travel, search, inspired. Travel. Yeah, I'm kind of getting like, I mean, if this is energy to avoid in some way, I mean, I feel like you're going to intuitively know what the answer is for you here. I'm just going to say both ways that I'm getting. Either you're being encouraged, because in this card, this person's sitting here and looking out onto the horizon, right? So it's like, it could be beneficial to avoid sitting here while looking at the horizon, as in staying in one's comfort zone, not going after whatever this horizon would represent, not focusing on the future, or this is going to be the opposite. It's you're being encouraged to stay more in the present, and it's like not wandering off too far. So we'll see what else comes up. That one's confusing. A sacred journey will help you find answers. Travel, search, inspired. Search. I'm strongly getting more of a, because with grounding high priestess, passion and pleasure energy, right? Your current passion and pleasure energy is because you're in this grounded high priestess energy. So to me, it's like, you don't want to mess with that. Like, that seems like a good idea. And I think that by either focusing on the future or outcomes, potential outcomes, yeah, I think this is more about the mental space. Being in the here and now. Not wandering off, getting lost in your thoughts too much, you know what I mean? Why is wandering path here for what would be beneficial for the Divine Feminine to lean into or strive for? Wandering path, enjoy the journey. Pinnacle, you are approaching your limit and close to the end. Peak, maximum done. So you've been on this wandering path. You've been enjoying the journey. And this is kind of reinforcing what I was just saying. I feel like being in this grounded high priestess, passion and pleasure energy, that's a good thing for you. On this certain path, or in this particular phase, cycle. It's important to stay in that energy because you are approaching your limit and close to the end. Something's close to the end here. Peak, maximum done. Enjoy the journey, wandering path. Yeah, it's like you've been wandering this path to the top of this mountain, right? You're almost to the top. You're almost to the top, and what's getting you to the top is being in this grounded high priestess energy. It's allowed you, with the help of others or by helping others, it's allowed you to experience this passion, pleasure. Savor your life. It's allowed you to savor your life. Cool. Why is overcoming obstacles here for Divine Feminine's current obstacles? Challenges. Overcoming obstacles so that you can overcome anything. Reclaim. Take back your power and recover what is lost. Reign, rebirth found. Overcome it. Maybe you're having a challenging time taking back your power in some way. Or in the past you gave your power away, or you felt like it was taken from you. And you're focused on overcoming any challenges regarding taking back your power. It's like, what does taking back your power mean? It means not allowing what others do to affect you, not allowing what others say, their behaviors, their intentions, not allowing that affect you, because when you allow people to affect you that way, specifically in a negative way, you're giving them the power. And it's when it comes to, let's say, what's happened in the past, people that have hurt you, trauma, anything negative in the past that you allow to still affect you to this day. And I understand with things like trauma, PTSD, CPTSD, it's all, you can't just be like, okay, no, I'm not going to give it my power, and you're done with it. There's a process you have to go through, of course. But by letting things like that from the past linger in your mind and affect you still, you're giving those things power. So if someone hurt you in the past, right, in whatever way, it's by holding on to that, by giving that specific person your power, you're allowing them to continue to hurt you over and over. So by taking back your power, it's saying, I am responsible, I am in control of my own energy. So I'm not sure what that has to do with. Take back your power, recover what's lost. Could have been giving your power away because of uncertainties, or like, okay, so when we're focused on, what was I saying earlier? When we're focused on the outcome of situations, when we're focused on expectations regarding others or other situations, we're giving our power away to that future outcome or that future situation, right? Instead of being in the here and now and focusing on what we can do for ourselves, what we can do to, I don't know, focus on what we have control over, right? Because we can't control other people. We can't control future outcomes necessarily. We can do our part. We can do what we can to get the best possible outcomes, but big picture wise, we don't have much control about these things. We don't have much control over these things. So I'm not sure in what regard you're taking your power back. But that's the current obstacle challenge. Recover what is lost. This obstacle challenge could be regarding or centered around recovering what is lost in some way. Whatever that might be. What time is it? Okay. Wise fellow travelers, support is all around you for what's going well for Divine Feminine. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. Whoa. Mystic, you have a close connection with spirit, seer, magic, divine. So those in the spiritual realm, God, the angels, support is all around you. And again, this could also be in the physical realm, right? But with mystic, you have a close connection with spirit. High priestess mystic, I'm not sure if you identify as this high priestess energy. If you're a mystic in some way, you're very connected. You're very connected and supported. Rebirth. Maybe you're in the midst of a major transformation with rebirth here, right? Overcoming obstacles. Maybe it's a tough process to transform like that. I mean, you see, your energy says that you're doing just fine. You're doing great. So I think that you're being encouraged to continue on this path that you're on, focusing on going within for answers, using your intuition, following your intuition, trusting your intuition. You are obviously very mystical, very connected to spirit. And because of that, you have support all around you. Helping hand. And again, I'm not sure what's going on here when it comes to helping others or others helping you. It's helping you take on these challenges, overcome these obstacles. Take back your power and recover what is lost. Yeah, what's been taken from you? What's been taken from you? You got to get that back. You've got the power. You have a close connection to spirit. What did they take from you? Why is Valiant Courage here for Divine Feminine's guidance advice? Valiant Courage. Dream Catcher. Protect your hopes and dreams from toxic people. Guard, retreat. Secret. Wow. Guard, retreat, secret. Valiant courage. Protect your hopes and dreams. I don't know if others have been, like other people that can be considered toxic or have toxic qualities, if they've been like shutting down your hopes and dreams in some way. And perhaps that has something to do with what's been taken from you, or a power that's been taken or given that needs to be reclaimed. This involves acting. Taking action. So acting could be something for someone. Being an actor. Take action with passion is your advice guidance. With protect your hopes and dreams from toxic people. So I don't know if there's been toxic people or toxic energies that have been, I don't know, trying to influence you to keep you from taking action in some way. Or, Why is Dreamcatcher with Valiant Courage for Divine Feminine's advice guidance? Vision Quest. Ask Spirit for help to fulfill your life purpose. Pray, signs, mission. Maybe these actions have something to do with your mission, or it would be beneficial to ask Spirit for help to fulfill your life purpose in some way. Prayer can be important. Noticing signs. Something about that. Mystic. You have a close connection with Spirit. That's going well for you. Yeah. So I'm kind of getting like, perhaps you've already gone to Spirit for help with whatever we're talking about here. And I believe you have been helped in some way, whether that's from Spirit and or those in the physical realm. You're being encouraged to take action with passion. So you're experiencing passion, you're experiencing pleasure, you're savoring your life. What is it that you're not taking action on regarding this? If you need help, you're being encouraged to ask Spirit for help regarding fulfilling your life purpose. Asking through prayer, asking for signs. One of my favorite things to do is, if I just need a yes or no answer, I ask to see, let's say, I don't know, things that you could see throughout your day, but aren't like obviously in your face all the time, right? You ask to see a certain like symbol or object or something like that for yes, and you do the same for no. And like you put your intention into it and then you just let it go. And I've had the most bizarre experiences with this, the most, I don't know, it was at my old job. I had asked for a yes or no signs, and the no signs were coming at me in the most bizarre ways. Like people who don't speak out loud in public would like yell at me from across the room holding up something with that symbol on it. And I'm like, there's nothing about what this person has done in the past. They're not the type to like yell across a room. And there was no point in them showing this to me other than that was my no answer. And I had so many things like that happen. But anyways, this is something I do often. If I just need some guidance and it's a yes or no answer, I ask to see specific signs. It always works. Sometimes it's like, it takes a while. And it's important to not go looking for the signs, not like actively going throughout your day like, where's this, where's that? Am I going to see the sign? It's just letting it go from your mind. The signs will find you. Anyways, where was I going with that? All right, let's get, where did I put them? I moved them. Where did I move them? Oh, there they are. I'm a little unprepared. I took my table apart to wash my cloth, and now I don't remember where I put everything. Like a fool. Alright. This, man, I can't wait to go watch that parade from up above. I love doing that. I like being a part of things, but being apart from things. I like lurking up above, just watching it happen. Alrighty. Divine Feminine. This is awesome energy. Whatever you're doing here with grounding High Priestess, it's working for you. Damn. Spirit's got your back, for certain. Alright. Why is passion and pleasure here for Divine Feminine's current energy? Passion and pleasure for Divine Feminine's current energy. Facilitate. Hold a sacred space for others. Release your need to be the guru. Allow others room to share their gifts and shine. Resist the urge to micromanage. I don't know if this has something to do with helping hand, helping others, others helping you. Hold a sacred space for others. Yeah, it's like you're holding a sacred space for others, and this is what it looks like. That's a friggin' party. That's a heck of a sacred space right there. That is a good time. Facilitate. Allow others room to share their gifts and shine. Reach out to give or receive help now. You take on challenges and overcome obstacles. I'm kind of feeling a general, like you're receiving help from spirit, possibly also from those in the physical realm, and you're also, it's like you're a conduit for help, assistance in some way. Conduit, would that be the right word? Or a channel. You're a channel for helping. You're receiving the helping, you're giving it. Passion and pleasure. Facilitate. Allow others room to share their gifts and shine. Resist the urge to micromanage. Maybe that's something about like if this is an energy of focusing on the outcome, focusing on future events, etc. Maybe you've released the need to focus on such things. Know how things are going to turn out in some way, or want to know how things are going to turn out. Resist the urge to micromanage. Why is facilitate here with passion and pleasure for Divine Feminine's current energy? Why is facilitate here? Facilitate. Whoa. Co-creation. Let go of competition. Relax ideas of perfection. Embrace play/mates. Let the expression of your gifts create opportunities for others. Allow others room to share their gifts and shine. Yeah, in some way you're facilitating something that is helping others. It's helping others to shine. It's helping others to create opportunities, to take advantage of opportunities. And this is a passionate, pleasurable energy. It's the energy of savoring your life. Resources. The time has come to look outside yourself. Trust that all you need to make it possible is on its way to you. Lay the bricks that will create the path to your destination. Interesting. Why is grounding here for why Divine Feminine is in this passion and pleasure energy? Grounding for why Divine Feminine. Undergrowth. More has been achieved than is visible to the eye. The real magic is under the surface of your assumptions. The situation is supported by invisible nourishment. Give thanks. More has been achieved than is visible to the eye. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the energy of it's like, okay, let's say someone has a goal. There's something they want. We'll keep it simple. There's something they want. And it's like someone may have had a challenging time focusing on the here and now with grounding, right? Instead, they might have been focusing on outcomes, the future of whatever this goal was. And it's like more has been achieved than is visible to the eye. So it's like not being able to see actually what's been achieved yet. Wanting to, but not being able to see it. And maybe, if this was a challenge in the past, you've learned to utilize your High Priestess energy to go within, finding clarity that way. Reflecting and meditating has provided valuable information. It's allowed you to be at peace. And through this peaceful energy, you found the ability to savor your life in some way. Yeah, I really think there's something here about trying to figure out outcomes or trying to know what the future holds in some way. And it's like, why is the High Priestess here for why Divine Feminine is in this savor your life energy? High Priestess. High Priestess. Epiphany. Trust the aha. Don't wait for a download. Explore curiosities now and the truth will find you. Ask your dreams to guide you to the answer. Yeah, you've been getting downloads, signs, answers in your dreams, answers within, utilizing this High Priestess energy. And because of that, you're attracting your goals with intention and work. So it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm picking up on the energy of Divine Feminine energy, Or this could be anyone else involved, right? But I'm picking up an energy for sure of someone who might have been very focused on outcomes or what the future will be, or I don't know what that is. Like if this is involving a certain situation or a person or something like that, like the need to know the answers about future events or things that don't have to do with the here and now. And when we are in that energy, we're not focused on the here and now in some way. Well, I mean, there's a lot to that, I guess. Because it's like sometimes we feel like we need answers about the future in order to make decisions in the here and now. Interesting. Okay. Why is Vast Vistas here? For what would be beneficial for Divine Feminine to release or avoid while in this energy? Vast Vistas. Expand your horizons. For what would be beneficial for Divine Feminine to avoid? Expand your horizons. Expression. Your creative soul beckons you to create something tangible. Wait no longer. What you wish to make wishes you to make it. Tell us the truth with beauty. I'm kind of getting just a general, like, I don't know how this has to do with, or what this has to do with expression. Creating something tangible. Because it's like, I feel like you're being encouraged to stay in this grounded high priestess energy, right? You're experiencing passion and pleasure. You're savoring your life. This might have something to do with focus. Like whatever you're focusing on that has you in this grounded passion and pleasure energy, savoring your life, I feel like, okay, toxic people. I feel like you're doing something. You're focused on something. And it's going really well. It's going really well. It's for your highest good. It's for the divine is supporting you. Spirit is supporting you on this, whatever that is for you. And I think you're being encouraged to stick with that and not look elsewhere for something. Or not venture away from whatever this is. Yes. And why I'm getting that is because protect your hopes and dreams from toxic people. I feel like other people might try to influence you, or they've been trying to influence you to do something differently than what you've been doing. And it's like these people, they don't know what's best. They don't know what's best for you on this path. There's something to that. You're being encouraged to take action with passion, to act courageously when it comes to, it's like a standing your ground, or doing what you feel passionate about, pleasing. What's allowing you to savor your life? This is very important. Whatever it is, I'm like yelling right into the camera. Whatever it is that you're truly enjoying, it might be different than what other people say you should be going towards or what you should be doing. Don't fucking listen to them. They don't understand. They don't get it. You're not like them. You're this high priestess. You're this high priestess mystic person. Okay? They don't understand your path. Whatever advice they have, it's not for you. Whatever opinions they have, their feedback, it's not for you. You know what's for you. You don't need anyone telling you what to do. Absolutely. Why is Wandering Path here for what Divine Feminine would benefit from leaning into or striving for? Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. Wandering Path. Thrive. Imagine an easeful, prosperous outcome. Create a pathway to resources that support your vision. Release any tendency to assume a struggle is necessary. Yes. Man, I'm getting a strong message here about whoever the toxic people are, or people who have like toxic tendencies. It's like people who aren't staying in their own lane. They're in your lane in some way, or they're trying to put themselves in your lane because they feel like they know better. They don't know better. I think you know that, but I'm just saying, they really don't know better. You're being encouraged to enjoy this journey, enjoy this wandering path you're on, because it's leading you to success. You've almost approached your limit, and you're close to the end with whatever this is. Imagine an easeful, prosperous outcome. Yes. If you think of the future, if you're wondering what the future might bring, you're being encouraged to imagine, create this mentally, have this vision of an easeful, prosperous outcome. Everything's going to be just fine if you keep doing it your way. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Release any tendency to assume a struggle is necessary. Huh. Interesting. Why is overcoming obstacles here for Divine Feminine's current obstacle challenge? Overcoming obstacles for Divine Feminine. Integrity. Show consistency in your values and behaviors. A fall is inevitable sometimes. Land softly. Seek your own integration. Show consistency in your values and behaviors. Integrity. So I don't know if there's obstacles in your life or you're overcoming challenges in some way, and it can be challenging to always act with integrity. Show consistency in your values and behaviors. A fall is inevitable sometimes. Land softly. That's about being gentle and patient with yourself, understanding yourself. Seek your own integration. And this is involving taking back your power, recovering what is lost, integrity. Show consistency in your values and behaviors. Yeah, I think I'm kind of seeing this more as like guidance for this overcoming obstacle. You're being encouraged to show consistency in your values and behaviors. A fall is inevitable sometimes. Yeah, sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes we have hard times. Sometimes we struggle. It's inevitable sometimes. Land softly. Doing what you can to support yourself, to make sure you're okay. Not be too hard on yourself. Learn from things, grow from things. Take what's important and then move on. Seek your own integration. What does that mean? Integration, when something exists and something else is introduced to it. Integration. Oh, I moved everything around on my phone. Fuck. You ever do that? And then you like go to the normal spot and it's not there. Seek your own integration. Integration. Integration has no M. The process of combining separate parts or elements to form a single cohesive whole. Interesting. In a sociological context, integration is the process by which individuals from different backgrounds, such as varying races, religions, or cultures, are incorporated into society or an organization as equals. Because protect your hopes and dreams from toxic people, right? And I was saying before, it's like people are trying to get into your lane or they're in your lane. I don't know if they're trying to make you feel like you're less than in some way, or you're lacking in some way, or what am I getting from this? It's like with seek your own integration, right? It's like how you integrate yourself into the world in some way. And I believe you already know how you want to do this, how you are doing this. And I think there's definitely something about other people. Protect your hopes and dreams from toxic people. I'm not saying these people are toxic as a whole, but I think that when other people try to tell us what to do with our lives, or they try to say that we're not doing things right in our lives, if we're full-grown adults, no one has the right to tell you that. I mean, if you're like partnered up with someone and your livelihoods depend on the other, there's room for, there's a respectable amount of conversation regarding that. But in general, if you're an independent adult person, no one has the right, no one's opinion should matter regarding that. And I understand cultural differences. In some cultures, it's expected and understood that an independent person does what a parent says, or things like that. Like, I understand there's differences. There's something about this. What is it? This might be where your obstacles are coming from. If it's like, if you're already experiencing obstacles and then other people are like trying to tell you what to do regarding them, and it's in no way in alignment with who you are, the path you're on, that could be adding to the obstacles in some way. Show consistency in your values and behaviors. Yeah, be consistent about what you value and be consistent in how you behave with integrity. Reclaim your power. That's you reclaiming your power, taking your power back. Don't give your power away to those kinds of people. Even if they try. They're forcing their way in your lane, trying to drive you off the road. That's what I'm getting. It's like someone who's driving down a road or walking on a sidewalk or whatever. And they have their goal. They feel like they're living in their life's purpose in some way. And then others are like trying to like get you off that path or influence how you're driving, influence how you're walking. Interesting. Yeah, fuck them. Respectfully, fuck them. Celebrate. Take a moment to enjoy your accomplishments. Yes, take a moment right now to enjoy your accomplishments. Think of all that you've done. Focus on successes for today. Fixing things can wait a bit. Appreciate creative comrades and show them your gratitude. Why is fellow travelers here? For what would be beneficial for Divine Feminine to strive for or lean into? Wait, that is not what this represents. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. For what's going well for Divine Feminine? Fellow travelers, expansion. More of your higher self is calling for expression. Your capacity is growing. The horizon beckons. Interesting. The horizon beckons. Maybe you're being encouraged to put yourself out there in ways that you haven't put yourself out there before. More of your higher self is calling, more of your higher self is calling for expand. My goodness, because the card is called expansion. More of your higher self is calling for expression. Expression. Your creative soul beckons for you to create something tangible. Wait no longer. What you wish to make wishes you to make it. Tell us the truth with beauty. Your capacity is growing. The horizon beckons. And support is all around you. Whatever you're doing, wherever your higher self is guiding you, wherever you're feeling called to, wherever, whatever, keep going for it. And whatever this is involving toxic people, just take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? They don't understand your path. You have a very different path. I feel like it's kind of rare. Like, if you're someone who has this more unique spiritual path, from my experience, it's rare to find people in like our everyday surroundings, like with family, things like that, because people, they don't understand, because I think statistically there's not a lot. I think it's rare to have some kind of like divine purpose or to have some kind of spiritual path like this, a spiritual purpose in some way. And I think that other people, they don't necessarily understand what that takes, what that means, like regarding challenges you face and etc., right? And it's like, combine that with anyone who's more controlling or who tries to control in some way, they're not going to know what's best for you. And as long as you can stand your ground, as long as you can put up boundaries to keep them from influencing you in any way, whether that's influencing the actions you take, influencing the way you feel about yourself, don't give your power to them at all. Refuse. Damn it. Refuse to give them your power if they have that kind of mentality, or if that's how they behave towards you. Refuse to give them your power. Support is all around you. You have a close connection with spirit. Yeah, it's like You have a close connection with spirit. Seer, magic, divine. Fellow travelers. You're not alone. If you felt like alone in any way, because like I was just saying, it's like when you're on a certain path like this energy seems to be, people don't get it for the most part. Unless you have a community of like-minded, like-spirited people, most don't get it. They look at things in a more 3D way. They look at things in a more of like, I don't know what I'm saying. I think you get it though. If you've ever felt alone, do you know support is all around you. Spirit wants you to succeed. Spirit absolutely does. God wants you to succeed. Your ancestors. You walk in wisdom on the path of your ancestors. Maybe you've had ancestors on this path. You've had ancestors that have followed this path. And they've got you as well. They're helping support you. Okay, here we go. Valiant Courage. Why is Valiant Courage here for Divine Feminine's advice guidance? Valiant Courage for Divine Feminine's advice guidance. Agreement. Take joy in defining roles and responsibilities. A clear guideline is required to maintain the relationship. Deliver on promises and reset expectations where necessary. Agreement. Ask Spirit for help to fulfill your life purpose. Protect your hopes and dreams from toxic people. Yeah, it's like, okay, so if you've got toxic people or people who have toxic tendencies and they're not staying in their own lane, they're trying to get involved in what you're doing, perhaps this has prevented you from taking actions in some way, or if you've already taken these actions, maybe that's what they're talking about. That's what they're being toxic about. Those people will disagree with what you want to do, or they'll disagree with what you're doing, and then when you take action and you're just leaving a trail of success behind you and you're continuing to thrive, you're continuing to live in this passionate pleasure, savoring your life energy, they'll be like, oh, okay, so maybe you were right about what you were doing, you know. Why is agreement with Valiant Courage for Divine Feminine? Spirit. Yeah, it's like you're being called to do something. What is it you're being called to do? You're being encouraged to take action. Connect to your highest good. Remember that you are an eternal being in a physical body. Call on your otherworldly support. Everything you truly need is at your disposal. Yeah, there's a strong message about calling on your otherworldly support. Calling on Spirit, your ancestors, God, divine, angels, source, the universe, the world, your higher self. Call on your otherworldly support. Otherworldly support. Everything you truly need is at your disposal. Yeah, you're unstoppable. Whatever it is you're doing, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, whatever it is that has you feeling passionate, savoring your life, you got to keep going after that. Connect to your highest good. Agreement. Yeah, whatever you think is right, whatever you think is the right thing to do, do it. You're being encouraged to take action. And again, I don't know what this expanding your horizons card is because it's in a confusing spot. It's in the spot of what to avoid. So obviously use your own discernment, follow your own intuition. If you're resonating with this, you don't need me to tell you to follow your intuition, but I apologize for not seeing this too clearly. I think it's going to be different for everyone who might resonate with this. Now, I don't think I have time to do the full-on advice for all signs, but I'm going to get one of these small cards for each one, and I'll read it, okay? I'll make it up to you next time. Thank you again for being here. I do appreciate you a lot. All right. Yep, we're good. Let's start with Aries. What do we have for Aries Divine Feminine? Aries Divine Feminine. Compost. Break it down into its elements. Let whatever isn't working become the soil for your next endeavor. Send it to the earth. Let it return to you with new vitality. Let whatever isn't working become the soil for your next endeavor. Yeah, so if there's something you're doing that isn't working, let it become the soil. Let it become what helps, what nourishes, what brings life to your next endeavor. So it's like not holding on to things that aren't working, letting it go, taking what is valuable from that, and then working on something new, on a new endeavor. Break it down into its elements. All right, Aries. What else? Or what do we have for Taurus? Taurus, Divine Feminine. Mobilize. Inspire others to action. Find the will to get it done. Don't wait for your tribe. Create it. Interesting. This is reminding me of when I was saying it's like people not understanding or being on a rare kind of life path. Don't wait for your tribe. Create it. Maybe you're being encouraged to create a community of some kind. Helping to inspire others to action. Find the will to get it done. It's important to go within, find willpower to get whatever it is done. Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? Oh, 2, huh? Initiate an archetype. Just get started. A beginning only takes a minute. Assign yourself the title now. Choose to align with the joyful discovery that awaits you on the journey ahead. Archetype. Call forth ancient imagery. Wear divinely appointed masks. Explore your personal myths. Interesting. Call forth ancient imagery. Wear divinely appointed masks. Explore your personal myths. Initiate. Just get started. A beginning only takes a moment. Assign yourself the title now. Choose to align with the joyful discovery that awaits you on the journey ahead. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'll say it. Just get started. A beginning only takes a moment. Sometimes if we have a goal, there's something we want, but we're not taking action, it can be beneficial to, instead of taking some kind of physical action, making a plan, like writing it down in some way, creating a plan for taking action or a plan for what you want from this. Because that's making steps or taking steps towards that goal. It's not necessarily like making any bold actions to officially get something started, but it's putting you on that path. So if this is something you feel divinely called to do in some way, or it's something that you're passionate about, but maybe you're not ready to take that first major action, you could start with smaller actions that are technically still on that path or still allowing you to work towards that path. I find that helpful. It's like pre-actions that are still taking part of the path. Cancer. What do we have for Cancer, Divine Feminine? Permission. The yes you seek is inside of you. Be willing to see a pathway to your dream. Picture the gratitude of your future self for taking the leap. The yes you seek is inside of you. Permission. Giving yourself permission. Be willing to see a pathway to your dream. Yeah, if you have a dream, not allowing yourself to think it's impossible or improbable or for whatever reasons, right? Be willing to see a pathway to your dream. Picture the gratitude of your future self for taking the leap. If there's a leap you want to take, but maybe you're worried about it or you're unsure of how it'll go, picture the gratitude of your future self for taking the leap. You know, when we take risks, if it's something we feel passionate about, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it doesn't go as we had hoped, or, you know, it's who knows how things will work out. But I think it's better to take these risks, get hurt, versus not taking the risks and then having to, like, I don't know, think about it or have regrets about it in the future. Leo. What do we have for Leo? Allow. Be curious about any resistance. Commit to releasing any programs of not enough. Help is here and simply waiting for your yes. Yes. Be curious about any resistance. Commit to releasing any programs of not enough. Help is here and simply waiting for your yes. Yeah, Spirit has your back, Leo. Whatever this is that you have yet to say yes about, or that you're hesitant about saying yes to, doesn't have to be verbalizing the word yes, but like something that you agree to within. Help is here, simply waiting for your yes. Commit to releasing any programs of not enough. This is refusing to have self-doubt in a healthy manner, of course. Having the confidence, the courage, the valuing yourself enough, having enough self-worth to go after whatever it is. Commit to releasing any programs of not enough. Not enough. Whatever it is that might be holding you back in some way. Be curious about any resistance. Is there something that you're noticing resistance with? It's being curious about why, the why, figuring out the why. Openness. Relax your striving and invite gentle curiosity. Be willing to see a new perspective. Don't overplan it. Leave room for the magic to breathe. All right, who else we got? Virgo? Virgo. Oh no. Expansion. More of your higher self is calling for expression. Your capacity is growing. The horizon beckons. More of your higher self is calling to expression. Yeah, Virgo, in what ways can you express your higher self? In what ways are you not expressing your higher self? Your capacity is growing. The horizon beckons. Expansion. Yeah, this is like new experiences. Putting ourselves in new situations, broadening our horizons, expanding on what we currently know, what we currently feel, what we currently possess. You're being encouraged to expand in some way. Virgo. Libra. What do we have for Libra? Libra, Divine Feminine. Facilitate. Hold a sacred space for others. Release your need to be the guru. Allow others room to share their gifts and shine. Resist the urge to micromanage. That one was self-explanatory. Hold a sacred space for others. Release your need to be the guru. It's like creating a safe place for people, for others. It's reminding me of like when people say it's like just allow people to talk. It's like you don't have to keep I don't know. It's like sometimes people just need a safe space to talk. Sometimes people don't necessarily need a guru. They just need someone who they trust to talk to in some way. Does that make sense? Allow others room to share their gifts and shine. Facilitate. Resist the urge to micromanage. Yeah, it's about creating a safe space where people feel that they have room to share their gifts and shine in some way. They have a place to safely express themselves. Libra. Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? Astral vision. Use your higher sight. Map out what's destined to be. Breathe and take small steps. 3D takes time to manifest. Yeah, breathe and take small steps. 3D takes time to manifest. So this is about finding a higher perspective. Looking at situations from a higher perspective. Big picture. All the variables, the factors involved. Breathe and take small steps. 3D takes time to manifest. Having patience that what we're manifesting, well, it takes some time for it to be in our physical realities, right? Breathe and take small steps. It's about not stressing ourselves out, not pressuring ourselves to make big, bold moves. It's with breathe, right? It's a more grounded energy, taking small steps towards goals. A fucus. What do we have for a fucus? Gifts. What you innately have does not require permission to use. Share your magic in ways that feels good. Profit from your gifts or don't. Either way, you're worthy. You are worthy of fucus. What you innately have does not require permission to use. So you have gifts in some way. You are gifted. Does not require permission to use. Maybe this is what if you resonated with the message from today. If you've been hesitating on taking action towards something, maybe it involves your gifts. It does not require permission for you to use your gifts. Share your magic in ways that feel good. Profit from your gifts or don't. Either way, you're worthy. All right, Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? Divine Feminine. Sagittarian Divine Feminine. Sagittarius. Temper. Tune the instrument. Manage your emotions diligently. Don't get derailed by mania, depression, or burnout. Pace yourself. Trust it will come to you with right timing. Tune the instrument. Manage your emotions diligently. Yeah, this is about not letting our emotions rule us, right? It's a learned thing, but I believe we can all control our emotions to a degree. And I think a lot of it has to do with grounding, being able to just ground yourself in those moments. Manage your emotions diligently. Don't get derailed by mania, depression, or burnout. Like, I feel like it's important for us to feel whatever feelings come up, right? But it's our responsibility to not let those feelings, like feeling of frustration or anger, not allowing it to escalate. We have that responsibility, and there's a lot of ways that we can manage our emotions in that way. I can't go through it all right now, but I would, if you experience emotions that you have a hard time controlling, I would look into resources and help that is available online, or there's other resources available out there in the world, you know. Pace yourself. Trust it will come to you with right timing. This is about patience, having patience. Tune the instrument. Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? Resources. The time has come to look outside yourself. Trust that all you need to make it possible is on its way to you. Lay the bricks that will create the path to your destination. Trust that all you need to make it possible is on its way to you. Why is resources here for Capricorn? Incorporate. Weave in an unusual element. Bring all of your gifts together under one umbrella. Legitimize the end. Legitimize the endeavor. I'm getting lay the bricks that will create the path to your destination. So this is about taking actions. I believe in the physical realm. Laying the bricks, creating a foundation that will, laying the bricks, creating the path, right? Taking the actions, putting in the effort to create the path to whatever this destination is for you, whatever goal you're trying to achieve. You're being encouraged to take, what's the word I'm looking for? Practical steps towards reaching that goal. Incorporate, weave in an unusual element. Weave in an unusual element. Bring all your gifts together. Maybe there's something else you can add into whatever this is you're doing. Bring all of your gifts together under one umbrella. Trust that all you need to make is possible. To make it possible is on its way to you. Interesting. Capricorn, huh? What do we have for Aquarius? Aquarius. I'm always afraid I'm going to accidentally skip a sign when I do this, because I'm just, in my mind, I'm going through the list. Authenticity for Aquarius. Who you are now in your entirety is worthy and enough. Resist the urge to pretend. Life is asking for more of your truth. Do it your way. Yes, do it your way. Whatever your way is, whatever's authentic to you, resist the urge to pretend. Resist the urge to do things that others do, that others think you should do. Life is asking for more of your truth. Yes. Who you are now in your entirety is worthy and enough. I'm going to say it again though. Who you are now in your entirety is worthy and enough. You got to believe that. Sure, you may want more. You may want to make changes. But love yourself enough to accept who you are now. Accepting that you are, as you are now, worthy and enough. Pisces? What do we have for Pisces? Pisces, ask. Requesting aid takes courage. Verbalize your need for support. Give someone the gift of being an important part of your hero's journey. Delegate it to your guides. Yes. Requesting aid takes courage. Verbalize your need for support. If you need help, you have to ask. Whether that's people in the physical realm, or if that's divine, God, the universe, your higher self, ancestors, spirit guides, angels. Just ask. Out loud, ask. Give someone the gift of being an important part of your hero's journey. Sometimes it's hard to ask for help. And this is something I've had to learn recently. Sometimes I feel like we feel bad when we ask for help sometimes, depending on what it is that we're asking for. But some people want to be able to help you. They want to have the experience of helping you in some way. Give someone the gift. That's a gift. Give someone the gift of being an important part of your hero's journey. Delegate it to your guides, yeah. If there's something you need help with, you're having a hard time carrying this burden in some way, or this weight on your shoulders, give it to God, right? Delegate it to your guides. Ask them for help. All right, Divine Feminine Collective. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for everything you do in support of this channel. I really do appreciate you. Until next time, bye.